What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Twisters. Now this is a standalone sequel to the 1996 film Twister. Now this time it's directed by Lee Isaac Chung, and the stars of the film are Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, and Anthony Ramos. You also have David Cornsweet. I think that's how you pronounce his name, like the upcoming new Superman that we had. So I thought that was kind of cool to see him in this particular film. Now this film is about I guess you could say some storm chasers who are trying to actually find a way to reduce the intensity of a tornado itself. Like you have the main character known as Kate Carter, who's played by Daisy Edgar Jones. She has this solution that's made of this sodium and some kind of other scientific name that she wants to put into a tornado, which would reduce the tornado, the power of the tornado. You could say basically break the tornado down. So she devises this plan way back when she was a kid. But the film does open with a intro where you could see her and her friends, played by one of them is Yavi, played by Anthony Ramos, and he's a storm chaser too as well. And there are two other people, and there's also a love interest. They're working on this project where they're trying to put the solution to a tornado that Kate had made, but then they get sucked up into the tornado. I don't want to spoil it, but of course she loses a couple of her friends. So then it jumps 5 years later into present day, and this is when she's left storm chasing, and she's living in New York now. So she's left from where she was and has moved to New York. And Anthony's character, known as Yavi, that's how you pronounce it, he shows up in New York City and wants her to come back to storm chasing and continue to pursue her dream project of what she did in the past by making that solution that would break down the intensity of the tornado. And of course Kate doesn't want to do that, but she eventually does agree to what he's doing and goes back to Oklahoma and go back to storm chasing and so on and everything like that. And the other character of the film is Tyler Owens, and he's played by Glenn Powell. Because at first he kind of seems like the villain, the antagonist. He kind of reminds you how Carrie Ells was in the first Twister, but he turns out to be like one of the main heroes of the film, with Kate, along with Anthony Ramos' character too, Yavi. So he's there to help her put the solution again inside the tornado and so on. But there's a lot of tornado sequences throughout the film that were exciting. The visual effects I thought were pretty cool, and like I said, it was a well-paced film, and I thought it was pretty entertaining. It was pretty cool. I like a lot of the scenes of Oklahoma, the atmosphere type of look of the film. I forget what you called it, but I thought all that was filmed very well. The look of it really was a true escapism, a film, or you could say escapism type entertainment. I would definitely recommend for fans of these kind of disaster type films dealing with tornadoes and so on. And it really is a standalone sequel, because at times there are it's really nothing that connects it to the original Twister film. If anything, you have certain things the Dorothy type thing that they use. They have that in the film. They even made a comment about it being old and so on. But there was a surprising amount of deaths in the film too as well. Some of the people was getting killed and stuff by the tornadoes. I thought that was kind of interesting and cool, especially one of those climactic sequence too, where they everybody had to get barricaded. I ain't gonna say barricaded, but they had to escape a theater, and the tornado was it was an F5 tornado, one of the largest tornadoes that the largest that a tornado could be. An F5 was coming towards the city, it was turning around, it was pulling all the theater seats out the screen. I thought that was kind of cool, because that was kind of towards the end of the film. And this film does have a mid-end credit scene too. If you watch some of the credits, there is a little Easter egg in there, which is kind of teasing more installments of the Twister film series, But overall, I thought it was a pretty entertaining film. A lot of the characters, I said, Kate and Tyler and Yappy, I thought they had good chemistry between each other and so on. It really does focus on them. And the guy, I was saying, David Cornsweet, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He plays Scott, and he's actually affiliated with Yavi, Anthony Ramos' character. Now he's actually the upcoming Superman, in the new Superman film. So I thought it was kind of cool getting a look at him, in this particular film, because now he's our Superman now. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty solid film. I feel I want to kind of give it a B, but it was just something that still wouldn't really elevate it to that level, so I'm just going to give it a B minus. And I would definitely recommend it for fans, so I said, the Twister films, or anything with the original Twister, or just tornado or disaster type films in general, So anyway, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.